Flatcow here for another Jazz at the Combs. As a public service, I just want to announce the fact that Harry Truman did not write Bess, You Is My Woman Now. With that said, I want to introduce a couple of stellar performers. That is to say, they come from the Jack Stiller Talent Agency. No, they really are. They're internationally known in Japan and Europe and New York. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, Mike Palter and Lynne Jackson. To you guys.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies with crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. When the dog bites,
when the bee stings,
when I'm feeling sad,
I simply remember
I simply remember my
I simply
favorite things.
remember
I
my
simply
favorite
remember my
I simply
favorite things.
remember
My favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. La 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 la. La ba da ba da ba da. Woof, woof, woof. La ba da ba da. La ba da ba da. Hee haw, hee haw. La ba da ba da. 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 Thank you, Mr. Richard Rogers and Oscar Hammerstein II. Oh, you know, when we were thinking about doing this show, my mind went back to a song we've heard so long ago. It's a song called Why Did I Choose You? It affected me so greatly that we actually wrote an entire show based upon it. And we decided to kind of use that wonderful song as an introduction to yet another masterpiece. Here's Why Did I Choose You, and the great song, Mamselle. Lynne.
Why did I choose you? What could you offer me? A love to last a lifetime through. And when I lost my heart so many years ago, I lost it lovingly and willingly to you. If I had to choose again, I would still choose you.
A small cafe, Mamselle. A rendezvous, Mamselle. The violins were warm and sweet, and so were you, Mamselle. And as the night danced by, a kiss became a sigh. Your lovely eyes seemed to sparkle, just like wine does. No heart ever yearned the way that mine does for you. And yet I know so well, someday you'll say goodbye, then violins will cry, and so will I, Mamselle. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jazz at the Combs. We have two extraordinary vocalists with us today. Internationally known, your heart is going to be rendered, your heart is going to be touched, and you are going to be deeply moved by the performance of these two folks, Mike Palter and Lynne Jackson. Welcome
It's
to Jazz.
great
Thank
to
you,
be here.
Harry. Thank you. Yeah.
It's great to be here.
It's been too long.
It
It's
has
been too long.
been, yes.
Listen, I want to know what's going on with the kids that you're working with, the inner city kids. Tell us how that got started and how is it going?
Well, we started working with children actually when we co-wrote the We Dream a Brighter Day anthem for UNICEF. And we worked with the children in Brooklyn, New York, and in effect with the children all over the world, because that was a song written to ease the famine in Ethiopia, and it has been used ever since.
What's
for
the name of the
various
song?
things. We Dream a Brighter Day.
Did you write it?
We did. We co-wrote it with Arthur Hamilton, our friend. Arthur wrote songs like
Crimea River.
yeah, and
He Needs Me.
Pete Kelly's Blues.
Yes.
Blah blah blah.
Sing
So
a
we ended
Rainbow.
up, when we moved back here from Los Angeles, when we came back, we started to work on musical productions in and around Lincoln, Massachusetts, Lincoln, Lexington, and so on. And then it struck us that, actually our director said, it would really be great to be able to take this to Providence, to inner city kids. And we began, the first Jazz as a Rainbow was in Lynn, Massachusetts, and since then it has been in Providence. Jazz as a Rainbow being simply bringing a musical script featuring jazz tunes and featuring the life and music of jazz legends, usually, to these kids, none of whom have heard any of the tunes, virtually none of whom have heard of any of these people,
and we work with the children in Providence for 2 weeks. They learn the entire script, all the music,
They sing, they dance.
all the dances,
Louis Armstrong, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan.
all these foreign names. And we take them all, and plus another busload, we take all of them to the Newport Jazz Festival, where they actually see people who represent the very best,
And they meet them also.
and they meet them.
So this has been good.
Changes their lives.
What's the attitude of the kids in the program?
Towards the music,
Yeah.
they have really not been brought up with melody. So when they hear, like, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing, or Billie Holiday's God Bless the Child, they're like sponges. They love it. They love it. You can, when they're on lunch break, sometimes you'll hear them walking through a mall, and they'll all be singing in a group. It's wonderful.
And a couple of years ago, we did a tribute to Sarah and Ella, Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald. And we introduced, it's just overwhelming. We introduced one of the girls who was going to play the part of Sarah to a song called Poor Butterfly. We played it on it, and she'd never heard it, didn't know who Sarah Vaughan was, and she just started bawling. She just
Really?
started crying.
From what? From the
From
emotional?
listening to Poor Butterfly.
My.
So that's what, we have a secret, of course. People say, oh boy, that's wonderful work you're doing. Of course, we get 10 times more out of it than the children, but keep that a secret.
How many kids in the troupe?
Usually there's around 15.
And does it change from year to year?
It
Yes.
does, but we do have some who have come back for the past 6 years now.
Yes.
So.
And you write the music, do you?
No, this is all music of their heritage, really. It's Louis Armstrong, it's Fats Waller,
All the music that you know and we love
Joey Strayhorn.
is in there, but we write the script.
That's
yeah,
what I meant.
We
like
write
the
the
word
script.
bridges.
Yeah.
And,
And
they
we
sing
also bring the children to other events. We try to have a holiday party, Christmas party, whatever, for them every year, where we have jazz musicians come in and play for them.
Oh,
We take them to plays, etc.
That's wonderful.
That's what we do.
That's wonderful. Why don't you guys go up and sing a couple of tunes?
I know, Harry, that you like to feature jazz on this show. So, just in case you're getting worried, we decided to demonstrate our jazz wares. Oh, but you forgot, oh my gosh, she forgot our prop. We went to such great
Hold on.
trouble.
I'm gonna go
Harry.
get the crop.
Okay, that's just Lynne and Mike, that's what happens.
I'm gonna go get
We
the
have
prop.
an
Right
important
back.
prop
I
for
think
this
I
song.
got it.
Okay, you get the prop.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what can we do? So we have this special prop that we got, and it includes, oh, it's in her thing. I know this isn't, oh, I hope she remembers it. And you got it? Okay, but do you have a little elastic? Oh, good. Oh, okay, well, what can we do? Okay, you set it up, and
Me?
yeah, and, okay, here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but you don't know which one.
No.
Okay, well, here, put it on the piano. What can we do?
Okay.
You forgot your prop. Here you go.
Sorry.
This is part of the jazz
40
presentation.
years and I forget a prop. Okay.
You ready?
I think I am.
The way you wear your hat, the way you sip your tea, the memory of all that. I can't take that away from me.
The
Take
way
it.
you smile just mean.
Take it again.
The way you sing off key. The way you haunt my dreams. No, they can't take that away from me.
We may never meet again on this bumpy road to love.
Still, I'll always keep the memory of
The way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, they can't take that away from me.
No, they can't take that away from me.
You ready for the jazz part? Just follow me.
Ready.
Follow me now. Slabba-dooba-looba.
Slabba-dabba
Good. Jack, diddle-diddle-dee.
Shack, doo-doo-doo-dee.
Blah-boo-ga-doo-ba-boo.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-boo.
Can't take that away from
Follow
me.
me.
All right, all right.
Ah, 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 ah. See, ba-doo-ba-doo.
See, ba-doo.
Ba-da-ba-da.
They can't take that away from me.
We may never, ever meet again on this bumpy road to love.
Still, I'll always keep the memory of the way you hold your knife, the way we danced till 3, the way you changed my life. No, no, they can't take that away from me.
No, they can't take that away.
No, they can't take that away.
They can't take that away.
No, they can't take that away. I know they can't take that away from. You got it. That's it.
Practice, practice.
That's jazz. On our, I think it was sitting on a Rainbow album, was it, Lynn? That we offered a special tribute to one of our heroes, Nina Simone. Here's a song which Lynn played and sang on that album.
I don't want him, you can have him. He's not worth fighting for. Besides, there's plenty more where he came from. I don't want him, you can have him. I'm giving him the sack, and he can go right back where he came from. I'm afraid I never loved him. Sweetie, he'd be better off with you. I could never make him happy. All I ever wanted to do was rub my fingers through his curly locks, mend his underwear, and don his socks, fetch his slippers, and remove his shoes, wipe his glasses when he's read the news, and rub his forehead with a gentle touch. Mornings after, when he's had a little too much, and kiss him gently when he cuddles near, and give him babies, one for every year. So you see, he's not the man for me. I'd go to the icebox where the food was kept. I'd fix a breakfast that would please him the most. Some eggs, coffee, orange juice, and buttered toast. Then I go out and buy the papers, and when they've been read, we spend the balance of a day in bed. So you see that I don't want him. You can have him, you can have him, 'cause I don't want him. Because he's not my man. I don't want him. You can have him, I don't want him. You can have him, I don't want him. You can have him. Because he's not the man for me.
Mike Palter and Lynne Jackson. It was a pleasure listening to those tunes.
Thank
you.
you.
Why did you choose those tunes?
Why did I choose you? Huh? Well, we love, remember that wonderful jazz version of My Favorite Things? What was it, Miles Davis?
Coltrane, I think.
Coltrane, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why you're here.
That's a wonderful, childish, lilting song. We love it. We love Rodgers and Hammerstein. As to the second, Why Did I Choose You, segueing into Mamselle, my God, where could there be better songs?
Is it a storyline that you follow with those tunes?
There is a subliminal kind of connection between one to the other. I thought that, and Lynn and I thought that, one being, actually, why did I choose you? You know, we're a couple. We're one of the few married couples left in cabaret, and just one seemed to go naturally into the other. And they're very feeling songs.
It's a life story, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Right?
it is, yeah.
Why don't you tell me about your odyssey? I know you guys are going out to California and you're going to be touring the Southwest, probably all of the United States, heralding your Christmas album. Tell us about that.
It was your idea.
We have a
Michael's been
secret.
wanting to do a Christmas album for like 40 years.
It's our secret. The secret of two people who have been collecting extraordinary Christmas songs and writing them, some with the aforementioned Arthur Hamilton, and some with our old friend Arthur Hamilton and others. And we've decided that we've recorded most of the album with people like Alan Broadbent on piano, Harvey S. on bass, and Bill Evans, drummer, on Elliot Zygmunt on drums. How's that? Talking about jazz. And we find that there's such extraordinary, emotional, spiritual, joyful songs. We've decided to introduce them not in commercial venues, but at churches and spiritual places. We've so far been invited to two such places, one beginning in San Marcos, California, an Episcopal church, and the tour will end at a Unitarian church in Massachusetts. And there'll be abbeys and monasteries and other things in between. It's not really to sell the album, it's to introduce these songs to the world in the most appropriate setting. Was that okay? That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a motor trip pretty much?
Well, we'll fly to the West Coast.
Motor trips are over.
We'll fly to the West Coast and we'll try to get back east the best we can.
Oh my.
No more thumbing.
We will carry another pianist with us
Right
for
in a
certain of the
suitcase.
tunes. That's what we're doing. I know it's crazy, but we feel strongly about it.
So you're going to be doing Christmas tunes with a
Yes.
jazz feel. Is that about right?
Not only that, but we are two Jewish people who have written and are going to be singing Christmas songs.
Well, Irving Berlin, Mel Torme.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
There is precedent. Yeah.
Now, as far as the carols, Silent Night, is that going
Yes.
to be one of the tunes?
No, these are all original
songs.
Oh.
Original
Can you
songs.
imagine a new Christmas album by us
Yeah.
with all original songs, except for one? It will include Jingle Bells.
Did you compromise the changes of Jingle Bells?
Oh, we compromised everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. Mike Palter and Lynne Jackson, why don't you just favor us with a couple of more tunes?
We would be
Okay.
happy to.
Thank you.
And now, I'd like to do that very same tune. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual.
The moment that you speak, I wanna go play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon, just like a toy balloon.
You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across a meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be. And even when I'm old and gray,
I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause
you make me feel
so
you
young.
and I, we are just like a couple of tots running across a meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung.
And even when you're old and gray,
Thanks.
I'm gonna feel the way I do today, 'cause
You make me feel so. You make me feel so. You make me feel so young. 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 Thank you.
That was a couple of nice charts you did that time. You guys are amazing, absolutely amazing.
43 years.
I read someplace where you guys don't gig. I think it was an email that you had sent me.
Yeah,
You don't gig, you sing for each other,
yeah.
and yet you pack rooms.
We don't use, for the last few years, we haven't really used the word gig because, we'll say it this way, it's all the same gig. You know, as you know, we've played Carnegie Hall, and we've played living rooms, and everything in between. It's all the same gig, and it has to do with that. See that? That?
Has to do with her?
No, it has to do with
Both
love.
of you,
It has to
both
do
of
with
you.
love. It has to do with music.
Yeah,
And, you know,
Tell me about Steve Allen.
So we go to a penthouse in Beverly Hills, owned by a couple of people we know, and they want us to perform a party, a private party. All right. What? A concert at a private party, right? Mm-hmm. Harry and Marilyn Lewis, they own a Hamburger Hamlet chain. And we go, they built a stage, or they set up a stage, they brought in a piano, we go. But we sometimes forgot that Harry and Marilyn knew everyone in Beverly Hills, in Hollywood. So we get up on the stage, we start singing, and we look out there, and the very first row is Steve Allen and
Audrey Meadows.
And Audrey.
Yeah.
And sitting right in the back of them is Phyllis Diller. So that's the beginning. And I'm trying to be funny at the concert. But music will always save you if you sing the right songs. Right, Harry?
Yeah.
You know that. And, okay, so we do the concert. Now it's over, and all these celebrities are moving around, and we go, and there was a table with our album set up. So we go dutifully, sit behind the table. Jane comes over.
Jane Meadows.
Jane Meadows, of course.
Yeah.
And she said some nice things, and I really was beginning to feel guilty. And I said, did Steve like it? I said that with great apprehension. Do you remember what she said? I
can't remember.
Because it relates to the last story I told. He was over there crying.
Really?
And she said, and now he's going home. I said, he's going home? She said, yes. He wants to go home immediately to write about what he just saw.
Oh, my.
I must tell you, this is going to seem immodest, but we're just ordinary people. This is a real story. And God bless him, because we were so worried, I was, about what he was going to think. He's a great musician and he knows everything.
This was an all Gershwin concert.
Oh, that's right.
And we had
It was
just
all
sung
Gershwin.
a medley from Porgy and Bess.
Yes.
And it was,
It was
Gershwin.
emotional.
You can't go wrong with Gershwin.
No.
No.
So
You can't.
So the Odyssey continues. That was a long while ago, but it's as you can tell, it still goes on.
it goes on with the children, actually.
Did Harry Truman write Bess, You Is My Woman?
Of course.
Stop that!
Why don't you guys favor us with a couple more tunes?
You got it.
Sometimes we say, Harry, and people say, what song are you going to do? What's your favorite song? What's this? What's that? When? How? Dates? Sometimes, and this is illustrated in jazz a lot, when someone's playing the tune and suddenly they're playing another tune and then back into the original tune. Our expression is, it's all the same tune. It's all the same gig, really. It's all making music. And in our case, it's making music and spreading whatever love we can. Here are two songs written at very different times. And rather than say another word about it, to be where little cable cars climb halfway to the stars. The morning fog may chill the air. I don't care. I don't care.
I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
I left my heart
Seeing you
in San Francisco.
in all the old familiar places
High on a hill,
that this heart of mine
it calls to me.
all day through.
To be where little cable
In that
cars
small cafe,
climb halfway to the stars.
park across the way,
The morning fog
children's carousel,
may chill the air,
chestnut tree,
but I just don't
Wish it
care, 'cause my love waits there
seeing you
in San Francisco.
in every lovely summer's day,
Above the cool
in everything that's bright and gay.
sea.
I'll always think of you that way.
When I come home to you,
I'll find you
when I
on the
come home to you,
warm side.
San Francisco.
I'll be looking at the moon,
Your golden sun
but I'll
will
be
shine on Thank you.
Let me ask you something about I Left My Heart in San Francisco. And there's another tune that you juxtapose in there as
That's
well.
right. I'll be seeing you. Yep.
Do you compromise the changes in a situation like that? Do you create new chord changes? Can you give us a primer on how that's done?
Well, it usually happens with me just singing a song, and then I hear a voice in back of me diddling away another song. Now, Michael isn't schooled with changes, so he doesn't know that this won't fit here and this won't fit there. He just kind of fiddles around the changes, around the melody that I'm singing. So I think that he fiddles his melody around, so you won't hear the exact same melody of the tune that he's singing. But somehow he just hears
It
tunes.
works.
It works. Yeah, I couldn't do it because I'm too schooled in measures and notes and changes. But you know, Mr. Sampson, who won't cut his hair, you know,
I'm
he
always,
hears it.
I'm always hearing different tunes while.
It takes a moron to pull it off.
Absolutely.
He hears voices
I think you put your
everywhere.
finger on it. And by the way, just so everyone understands, this is not simply putting two songs together. People do that all the time.
Yeah.
The songs must have some relationship to one another. It might be
Lyrically?
Emotionally, yeah.
emotionally. They don't just, I joke around, you know, have you ever heard our version of Tico Tico and the Battle Hymn of the Republic?
Together?
We're kidding.
Oh, okay.
Take
all
it.
right.
You know, of course not. So they go together in ways which are sometimes mysterious.
It's quite beautiful is what you do.
Thank you.
Very
He's not bad.
Memorable.
Thank you.
You guys going to do one more tune for us?
Sure.
And what is the tune that you're going to do?
You won't believe it.
Tell me.
It was a song written especially by
Candor and Ebb.
Candor and Ebb.
For Eliza Minnelli, called "Ring Them Bells."
Sounds good. We're here with Mike Palter and Lynne Jackson, who have been doing what they do as only they do so well. It's been a pleasure having them on the show. We have another one coming up on April 18th. There's going to be an art exhibit here as well. So hopefully you'll come down to Milford Community Use TV. In the meantime, I'm Harry Platkow. Don't forget to call your mom and hire a vet. Bye-bye, folks.
Seconds and then we'll go.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Camera 2? Is there going to be an introduction or anything?
Yeah, you can introduce it.
Okay, while you're playing, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You play.
Who's going to do the introduction?
Yeah, okay.
Mikey.
Mikey's going to do the introduction.
No, you hit it.
You do it. Not yet.
Okay. A lot of people like to know how we met, right? Not a lot of people, but some people. And this was a strange thing. Lynne and I met after not knowing each other for like 100 years. But we met even though she was living, well, the thing is...
Mikey, haiku.
Okay. She was living in Swampscott, Massachusetts, and I was living in Lynn, Massachusetts. We were living virtually next door to each other. Thank you.
I'll
But
take over.
we had never met. So this song is about that.
Oh.
Gather around, I got a story to tell about a Manhattan lady that I know very well. She lives at 5 Riverside. Her name is Shirley DeVore, and she traveled round the world to meet the guy next door.
Well, there was trouble inside apartment 2090, 'cause Shirley's mother and dad were as upset as can be. They said,
We hate to complain, dear, and we don't like to grouse, but you're nearly 32, you should get out of the house.
you gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them
Sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear the ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. Well, Shirley was 32, which she was loath to admit, and she had never been loved, which didn't thrill her one bit.
So she sat and she thought for hours on end and said, I'll go to Chase Manhattan when I got me a friend.
And so she borrowed a thou and called TWA and told her mother and dad that she was up and away.
I'm gonna travel the continent a month, maybe 2, and haul me home a huzz if it's the last thing I do.
You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear the ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. She met a Londoner first, but they did not hit it off, 'cause every time she approached, he got a bronchial cough.
And so she went to Madrid and met a handsome senor, but he liked to throw the bull and he was no matador.
She also bombed out in Brussels, in Mallorca and Rome, till someone said, try Dubrovnik, dear,
before you go home.
'cause it's the kind of a town where you'll be likely to fall.
And all the calling you to get me find the Balkans a bull.
You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells.
It's such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. So Shirley went to Dubrovnik,
Hold on.
and the very first
Hang
day she met a guy on the beach who took her reason away. Yes, it was love at first sight, and what a beautiful scene. She said, my name is Shirley DeVore. He said,
I'm Norman Levine.
she said, are you from New York? He said,
That can't be denied. I've got a swell junior 3 at number 5 Riverside.
5 Riverside?
Yep, that's where I live, 5 Riverside.
5 Riverside Drive, New York City?
Yeah, that's where I live with a little doggy.
And if that wasn't enough, poor Shirley thought she'd gone deaf when he told her his apartment there was 29F.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding. She was, he was F, and they would never have met until she traveled the world.
To Yugoslavia yet?
She'd always lived right next door, but he would never have known if she hadn't tried Dubrovnik. She might still be alone. We're trying to play this in 7 different keys. Well, here's a moral to life from little Shirley DeVore, who had to travel the world to find
A lover next door.
Yes, you guys who live in apartments, you girls,
Guys, girls, what does it matter?
get out into the hall.
Open up the door.
Yes.
And hurry out in the